These dark forces can only access vessels whom are operating at low frequencies. The reason being that they can only interact with what they are, darkness. They have no light in them. That's why they have to steal it. That's why they have to siphon it. That's why they have to do all the evilness that they do in order to siphon energy, to do destiny swaps, to to gain vitality, to gain innocence, to gain anything that they don't have. Anything that is light they lack, right? So in order, this is how the game, it's like a game, think about it of like a game. In order for them to be able to play the game, we have to be willing participants. And this is why they like to keep us distracted. This is why they like to keep us in division, in confusion, in fear, really just reminiscing or projecting into the future, really not being present right now, either going back into history or going forward into the future as to like what is going to happen, what is it going to be, why, like questioning everything, like in a distorted type of sense, type of scenario. But they don't make it so that it looks like that. They implement certain systems in place, certain things to go in a certain way where we think that this is just how it's supposed to be or how it's always been. But in reality, what they're doing is that they're speaking to our subconscious and sending in subliminal messages with, let's say, billboard signs, let's say, right? Even like the colors of the fast food restaurants, they coincide with our solar plexus, right? With our chakras, our solar plexus, the sacral, the root chakra, red, yellow, orange, right? If you think about all the fast food industries, most of them are these colors because they speak directly to our subconscious and we don't realize it. So why do I bring this up? Why do I speak on this? I bring it up because right now everybody's furious. And we have every right to be upset. Everybody's upset, everybody's mad, everybody's in fear, right? Because of what's happening in the news, what's happening all over the world. Now remember that this is the strategy that they always have used to keep us what? Divided in fear. And now if we go back to the beginning of the message, these entities, these species, these diabolical things, I'm trying not to cuss. Yes. They only work with these type of energies, with these type of vibrations, because they cannot in, they cannot hijack vessels or siphon energy from vessels who have claimed their sovereignty, who are at peace within themselves, who are operating from truth. When you operate from truth, you cannot be in fear. When you have awoken to who you are and know who backs you and know what kind of game this is, that you're a spiritual being having a physical experience, and that you are a spark of God experiencing himself, then you will live your life courageously. And once you've healed and you have ascended from those lower levels of the root, sacral, solar plexus, right? You have ascended to to your higher self, which is, your heart chakra, your throat chakra, your pineal gland, your crown. You have ascended to a different level where they cannot touch you, because they can only access you when you're operating at those lower frequencies. You could think it as the devil and God. The devil is just diabolical, right? He just operates in diabolicalness, looking to kill, steal, and destroy, just doing diabolical stuff, right? Confusion, distortion, fear. Think about it as the lower chakras, right? And then the higher chakras as, like, your God self, how you have ascended to being a divine being, right? And so this is not something that is like only for specific people. No, this is everyone in the world who's able to do this. We all go through darkness and we have to ascend to our higher self. And so they don't want you to know this. They don't want you to become aware of who you are and the things that you can overcome. Because when things happen to us, right, it's not for us to stay there. We're supposed to ascend and come out of it. Yeah. I'll be back for more.